Listen up, get ready, I'm not gonna take no more. There's a revolution, a revelation going on in my soul. Buckle up, get ready, we're not gonna sit back.
Well, we're going to start off this week's Live from the Heartland with a little bit of musical information. You know, long before we were doing this Live from the Heartland show, we had the Heartland Cafe, and one of the things that was part of that was the No Exit Cafe down the street. That turned into Le Piano when a guy named Chad Willetts bought it, and it turned into a great jazz club at 6970 North Glenwood Avenue. And we have here not only our music producer, Lynn Orman, but Barb Bailey, who is producing this memorial for the late Chad Willetts, who owned the club, was a jazz pianist and musician known all around the city. So good morning to you, Barb, out there in California. I know you've been up late or you're up early. And Lynn over here in probably Skokie or someplace nearby. So hello to both.
Good morning.
Barb, tell us about the event that's going to happen on the 23rd at the Le Piano.
Le Piano. Well, it's going to be very bittersweet, you know, because we all loved him. He was such a true artist, right, Lynn? And so from 5 until 10, we're having, you know, people come and tell stories about him and sing songs. And I'm co-hosting this. I think it'll be wonderful with Daryl Nitz, who has every Tuesday nights there. And perhaps even Susie Petrie will be one of the hosts. And so from 5 o'clock until 8, we're, you know, asking people to participate. And then there's another band that comes in for people to just dance and jump in and sing and whatever. It's really going to be festive.
Barb Bailey, tell us a little bit about Chad.
Yeah. Oh, boy. He was a true artist through and through. He had a heart bigger than Texas. He would see somebody on the street. You know, I'd be doing a show there, and he'd invite somebody on the street who was clearly not with money, but just to let him come in and watch. And what came out of that sometimes was you find out these people were very talented. That's why they were hanging around outside, and he'd give them a break. Or once he called me and he said, Barb, do you want to take a ride to Indiana for 2 hours? And it was because the beignet, the dessert, the beignet truck had broken down, and he wanted to have beignets for his guests that night. So we drove 2 hours just to get beignets in Indiana. So we'd have them for dessert to offer on his menu. When I did Don't Tell Mama 2 years ago in New York City, he surprised me, and he was in the room. And then he had a wrap party for me at the Carlisle Hotel at Bemelman's. I mean, this is, you know, he couldn't do enough for you. Lynn knows that, too. Yeah. He was just a fabulous, giving, very talented person. He started it at Gordon's at 520 Clark. Remember that? Gordon Sinclair.
Yeah.
Who was a legend, still alive. Mm-hmm. Great. He was there 13 years on piano. He also was at the Knickerbocker. He was at the Drake. He's been everywhere. And then he opened his own, which was the best.
Well, that show is going to be Sunday night, the 23rd, and right there at Le Piano, right near the corner of Glen and Lunt. And Barb, you also have an event coming up. Can you tell us about Barb Bailey's birthday show, A Piece of Cake?
It's December the 3rd. It's my annual birthday show. And I've got lots of music. It's a 2-hour show. It's at the Den Theater at 1331 North Milwaukee Avenue. And it's a wonderful theater. I've got guests. It's a piece of cake. There's so many beautiful musicians and talented people in Chicago. It's a piece of cake for me to throw this party for myself as well as for my guests in the audience. And I've got Josie Falbo and Kim LaFew and Dakota Horvath and Irene Mojica and Tim Gordon. It's quite a lineup. Very proud of it.
And while we're doing this, Lynn, fill us in on a couple other events that you think people should know about coming up.
I just do want to say that Barb is Chicago's chanteuse. She knows how to throw a party and put on a show. She is that Sinatra girl. And I hope I see everybody out there at her birthday celebration. But it is Thanksgiving weekend coming up. And we have got Friday night, the record release for Billy Branch at Logan Center for the Performing Arts. Saturday night, the annual, probably the greatest rock and roll concert in the history of the world, The Last Waltz, will be performed at the North Shore Center for the Performing Arts in Skokie with celebrity guests like Corky Siegel, Mud Morganfield, Nicholas Tremulis, and Joe Pug, a number of artists, and that is Saturday night. And Sunday, of course, there's two tributes to two great, iconic men that we lost. Tony Fitzpatrick, there'll be a memorial for him Sunday afternoon at the Metro, and then, of course, at La Piano on Sunday evening, a tribute to Chad Willetts.
I want to thank you both for coming on live from the Heartland.